There's just you. It's just me, Phil. And you know what? That's good enough. I ask you to find the small things that can make you happy, that could turn that frown upside down. You know what? I want you to do that every day. Not just yesterday, not just every other day, but every day. Find those things, surround yourself with them to bring yourself joy. But then, here's the new challenge. Do the same for someone else. Whether it's bringing them their favorite drink or snack unannounced, or making that call you know you should have made weeks ago. You know the call. Make it. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Now. Start with you. So for instance, my wife has a cousin she adores. He felt it was necessary to text me one morning before 8 a.m. What did he text me? "You're old," with an exclamation point. He's younger than me. Good for him. Now that was for him. That was his joy. But seriously, do something for you. Every day, surround yourself with those joyful memories, those moments. Now, why am I asking you to do this? About 2 years ago, I was brought to my knees by life. Terrible things occurred, one after the other. When I got through the anger, through all of it, I decided I was going to reconnect the world through humor. People thought I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I get it. Guess what? We can do it together. We can reconnect the world through humor, through joy. One moment, one gracious interaction, one person at a time. Start today. Start now. For you, for someone else. God bless. And by the way, this is for my mother. This is for my wife. This is for my daughter. Over my heart. It's not a gang sign. See you soon. So the question for today is, can happiness be measured? I think it can. Not in some grand way, but in the small moments that make us happy, that can turn our frown upside down, as the saying goes. Don't look for this big picture at first. Look for those things that can make you smile, can make you laugh a little. Whether it's a picture frame that has a memory in it that's wonderful, or a song that reminds you of a great time. Let's focus small and build from there. So my challenge for you today is simple. Find the small things that make you happy, especially those that have always been able to turn you around, turn your day around when you're having a tough time. Because it's attainable, because it is measurable. One moment, one interaction, one small success at a time. God bless. Today, we're going to discuss changing what we can and coping with the rest. You know, there are things we can change to make our lives better, to make them happier, the way we eat, whether we exercise or not. We have full control over those things. But there are also some things that stress us out daily that we can't change. Are you being stressed out by deadlines, your morning commute? Look, we got to find ways to cope with that better. For me, when I was commuting many years in terrible traffic, I used comedy tapes. They made me laugh. They calmed me down. Instead of getting stressed out because people were beeping for no good reason, I also found ways to deal with deadlines, to deal with the pressures of work. I took walks in the parking lot. I know I looked cuckoo sometimes, but it worked. 1-minute push-ups in between phone calls, deep breathing exercises. Whatever you can do to better cope, do it. There's no judgment. Whatever works for you, works for you. Today, my challenge is this. Do something that makes you smile, then do something that makes someone else smile, as we discussed prior. Then pick out something that you can change and something you can't, and figure out a better way. God bless. See you soon. So everyone's talking about we have to get to know ourselves, truly know who we are. So how do we do that? I mean, there's a lot of opinions out there, and there should be. We should all discuss it in length, you know? I think a large part of it is we have to face it, whatever it is that's really getting us down, whatever the heck we've been carrying around for a long time, or maybe it's the everyday stuff that just gets to us. We got to face it first and foremost, then we can deal with it, we can manage it better. And hopefully we can get to the point where we can even make fun of those past scars, those past wounds and injuries. Because what's life without laughter, right? Take the power away from it. Laugh at it. You'd be surprised what it'll do for you. And ask yourself this, how do we get to know people? Well, we talk with each other, right? We get to know more about each other by speaking to one another. So why can't you speak with you? Sounds goofy, right? But it's not. It's not. Take some time every day, whether it's at the mornings before you go to work or in the evenings or what have you. Speak to yourself. Speak to those issues that you have. Take the time to have that meeting, because if you do, you'd be surprised how much better you'll feel once you've managed it all, once you've faced it all, once you've pushed it out of the control of your life. Start today. I'm going to say this over and over again. Start now. Take that moment to talk on your issues with you and watch your life change. God bless. See you soon. You know, people are always talking about, are you a glass half full or glass half empty person? And I get that. You know, look, obviously we want to be at least glass half full. And then there are people who say, well, we should just be happy we even have a glass to fill it. I agree with that as well. But I think we got to go deeper than that. You know, I like to look at things in life and flip that script. But as I say all the time, if I'm going to ask you to walk the walk, so do I. I have to walk it as well. So I'll begin. My whole childhood, I dreamt of being a top athlete, someone who could make enough to drag my mom and my brother with me to a better life, to something that we could all dream of and then fulfill. But then I had a major accident and my body got damaged. Now, I began to walk again about, I guess, 8 or 9 months later, and I still played sports, hid my injuries, didn't want to get cut. But eventually my career ended. Those injuries, I knew the whole time they were going to take me out. Now, look, who knows where I would have gone? Who knows how far I would have went? But they ended it. And I always felt that day destroyed me, destroyed my life. But as I've gotten older, I've recognized something. It didn't destroy me, it made me. It made me who I am. It made me a better person. And quite frankly, it actually did give me my dream life. Because if I didn't get hit by that car, if I didn't lose the opportunity to continue to play as far as I may have gone, I never would have met my wife, Jed. We never would have had our daughter, Evelyn. They're the dream. They are my life. And I thank God every day that it happened. Yeah, I do. I look at it now and I realize it not only didn't destroy me, it made me, it not only wasn't a detour, it was the path. It was the path I had to take. So I think we got to challenge ourselves every day. And I want to challenge you today. Look at some of those things, some of those moments, those days, maybe those years that you thought just tore your life apart. Flip that script. Find a way. Because I'm going to tell you something. Once you do, you will be at least a glass half full type of person. And you will certainly fill that cup more and be grateful for every moment. Now I'm going to do my whole hand for all of us over my heart. God bless.